From Breckinridge County in District 3, we have male contestant number 3, Alex Burke.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment. We hear these words constantly, but what does commitment really mean? Commitment is defined to be a promise to do or to give something. To me, though, you can't define Kentucky Farm Bureau's commitment through 9 short words. I believe they define their commitment for us. Their words, but through their actions. The level of their commitment was brought before my eyes this past year when a tragedy struck a young family in my hometown. The husband, who is also the sole provider for the family, left out early one morning for work. About an hour later, as the wife was getting her young children ready for school, the police came knocking on the door. They told her that her husband had been in a head-on collision and that he had been instantly killed. We can only imagine the emotions that overtook her: disbelief, pain, grief. Soon our local Kentucky Farm Bureau agents heard the news, and they realized that the victim had a life insurance policy with them, and they were able to get a check overnight. The next morning, they called the wife. They told her that they had a $15,000 check waiting on her whenever she was ready. Months later, the woman came in, and she told the agents that she had no idea how she could have even paid for the funeral without them, and was very thankful for the commitment that Kentucky Farm Bureau displayed in such a hard time. Kentucky Farm Bureau doesn't just show their commitment through the life insurance policies, though, but as an organization as a whole. The average age of the American farmer is 58 years old, a number that is only increasing every year. Farm Bureau is finding ways to combat this, though, sponsoring programs such as the Kentucky Young Farmers Association, which encourages young people like myself to become involved in agriculture. Farm Bureau is also the largest representative in Washington, D.C., advocating for agriculture on our behalf, communicating our best interest to improve agriculture conditions in the coming years. Kentucky Farm Bureau's commitment is all around us, and it shows us that Kentucky Farm Bureau truly does love Kentucky. Thank you.